Hello and welcome to some more extra coverage from Club 100's recent lightweight sprint round at Ellough Park Raceway near Beccles in Suffolk. Again, this is not one of the filmed rounds, there are no cameramen at work here, but what we do have is helmet camera footage from the thick of the action from Harrison Darville, Sam Luscombe and Lex Wakeman. Coming into round 2, Tom King leads the championship with maximum points from wins in both finals at Butmore Park. Although the only thing he salvaged from today's pre-final was a lap time good enough for the front row. But not pole position, that belongs to Alexander Reddy. Pre-final winner Lex Wakeman starts on row 2 with Sean Brealey, Adam White and Greg Aaron on row 3. Pietro Pagano and Harry Neal start on row 4. Jack Richards and Sam Luscombe round out the top 10 of a 26-kart grid set for a 14-lap final. Red light is on, we're waiting for green, and there it is, and Alexander Reddy drops the hammer. Tom King trying to get in on his bumper. I'm not sure Lex Wakeman's going to let him. Oh, contact in the midfield. Now it's hard to judge who pushed who into who there. But it definitely looks as though Tom King's come off badly. Oh, Sam Luscombe sideways, still running. Well, a frantic opening few corners in this lightweight A final. Somebody coming back on the track from the runway. A lot of contact, and I'll be surprised if there aren't a few penalties. Hornsby slips by, and there's 3-4 wide behind. On board with Harrison Darville, running in about 6th or 7th place. Luscombe trying to make up ground from what he's lost. Down to the hairpin for the first time. Oh, 3 wide doesn't work. Oh, and Adam White threw a move there into Greg Aaron for 3rd at the hairpin. It didn't work, and it's Lex Wakeman leading from Greg Aaron, Adam White, Tom King, Paul Mann, Alexander Reddy down in 5th ahead of Harrison Darville, who's had a great start up from 14th. Oh, more contact from Sam Luscombe, this time on Jacob Heim Ford. That's the fight for 15th place. And he's going through at turn 2. Well, if that's been seen, that could be a penalty for contact, and there's certainly been plenty of that. Well, Lex Wakeman getting away at the front. The fight is on for 2nd place, though, currently led by Greg Aaron, Adam White. We've just seen Alexander Reddy pick up a spot there from Tom King. On board with Darville down the hairpin. Anybody going to launch one down the inside? Oh, they're all going to follow through. And there we go, Wakeman pulling clear of Greg Aaron. And Adam White brings through the rest of the field now, all in a line. Hornsby throws one down the inside. Can he get it done? He can't. He'll lose momentum on the exit and opens himself up to possibly attack. That could be Daniel Becker down into turn 1. It looks as though Darville's lost a little bit of ground on Tom King. And Alexander Reddy is looking for a way past Adam White. And in fact, he's opened himself up for a move round the outside. That's never going to work for Tom King. I don't think he seriously meant to put that one through. And we're back on board with Luscombe. Flat out through turn 5. Should be flat through 6 as well, on the brakes. And it looks as though Darville's got some ground back there on Tom King. Greg Aaron went in far too deep. And look at this, it's 2 wide, 2 deep. Into the hairpin, bit of contact, Reddy running Darville out wide. Tom King getting his elbows out, and there's somebody in the mix with them. Who's that other driver? I'm not sure. Darville hot sideways off the last corner. Look at the cavalry charge going on behind. Penalty board out, I'm not surprised. I think that was for Luscombe. So indeed, I think he has picked up a penalty. And he's down the inside once again into 2. Now that move was clean. Of course, the penalties are modified by how much advantage is gained. Could be a 2-place, could be a 4-place penalty. And too many penalties and you'll get yourself excluded. Back on board with Luscombe. Now who's he caught up with? He's certainly on his bumper. Let them know you're there, sort of thing. Still comfortable lead for Lex Wakeman. Adam White has dropped Greg Aaron. Alexander Reddy under pressure from Tom King, Harrison Darville. And then the second group beginning with Ben Atkinson, Sean Brealey, Pietro Pagani, Nick Hoyle in 10th. Sam Luscombe would like to join that group. I saw a penalty there for 29, that was Ben Atkinson. Luscombe trying to get across to that group. That's Jack Richards ahead of us into turn 2, and he's closing in. The group ahead are slowing each other up. Not sure who's being pushed out the side there. I think that could have been Harry Neal. Oh, and Greg Aaron's being pushed through the plastic barrier on the exit of turn 4. Back on board with Sam Luscombe. Harry Neal running wide off turn 5. Keeps the spot though. and on the brakes into 7. Neil goes a little bit narrow, but gets a good line through and pulls a kart length on Sam Luscombe. Now back towards the front here. 6th place Harrison Darville looking at Tom King in the red. And they've closed onto the bumper of Greg Aaron. And it looks as though Alexander Reddy is getting away. And indeed, Adam White in 2nd place has got a good advantage. And he's going after Lex Wakeman. We're on lap 6 of 14, plenty of time. Tom King now on the defensive to hold off Harrison Darville. Darville tapping on the back bumper. Sweeping out of the infield through turn 5. Great corner, flat out when you get it right. Side by side's a bit tricky. Oh, and the group at the back have managed it. Ooh, and I don't think too wide into turn 6 is very advisable. But there we go, Lex Wakeman, and indeed Adam White is closing in very slightly on the leader. The field streaming through the last corner. The group at the back still 2 wide, 2 deep, 3 wide almost. It's good to watch, but they're slowing each other down, and Harrison Darville is losing out to Ben Atkinson. Down to turn 2, the corner is Atkinson. Oh, he runs in deep and wide. And somehow Harrison Darville is straight back through. Back with Luscombe. Still unable to close and pass Harry Neal. Now he's closed in into turn 7. Is this a chance down at the hairpin? Well, once again, Harry Neal getting good drive out of turn 8. Darville under a lot of pressure. Tapping on the back bumper. Ben Atkinson wants to be by, and indeed Sean Brealey has managed to take advantage of that. And he's now on the bumper of Harrison Darville. Not a lock put in there by Darville. Is he a little bit rattled? Sean Brealey looking to the inside of 2. Darville covers him off. We'll go narrow into turn 4. And there'll be nothing that Sean can do about that. We'll have to wait now. Probably all the way down to turn 7. But they're dropping Ben Atkinson. And this could be a chance. Brealey has got Darville to himself down to turn 7. And obviously into turn 9 and 10. Both hairpins. And Luscombe's on the tail of this group. Greg Aaron doing his best to hold off Tom King. Goes in sideways. Surely that's got to give Tom King a run round the outside. Well, it's a brave man who's prepared to tip in over the top into turn 1. And he's backed out of it. Going for the crisscross. Can he get it done into 2? We're on board with Darville. He's got problems of his own in the ship of Sean Brealey. Oh, and Ben Atkinson pushing his way by there. Hasn't got it done, but it's given Darville a breather. And we're getting on to the back of that group here with Sam Luscombe. Darville's got a few kart lengths now on Sean Brealey. And Sam Luscombe is closing in, and Harry Neal has joined the back of this group. Oh, a shot from behind. I think that's called a love tap. Well, it seems to have done Harry Neal a favour as he throws it down the inside of Nick Hoyle. Lovely Francois Sever tribute later. Oh, it's all a bit frantic. Side by side with Luscombe. Well, Luscombe gives him a little bit of room. And now it's a drag race to the line. There's another penalty out this time for car number 7. And Luscombe's tipped in over the top of Nick Hoyle. Greg Aaron and Tom King going at it still. Harrison Darville. This is an opportunity for Harrison to get into this group. This is the fight for 4th place. And he's closing. Tom wobbled off turn 5. And now he's just about catching the bumper. But there you go, as soon as he's got it, he's lost it. And I think there's somebody behind Harrison, forcing him to go narrow. Tom King's bumper has been touched up throughout this final, it's got to be said. And Adam White has caught up with Lex Wakeman in the lead. Well, it looks as though Adam White started slowly, but he's picking up pace, and Wakeman knows he's there. You know, you can hear the engine behind you. You can certainly feel the presence. And it looks as though Sean Brealey is going through on Harrison Darville. The position it is now. The problem here for Harrison is not to lose a position to Ben Atkinson. I think he's got the high ground on the exit of turn 4. Yes, he has. And now he's got to hold him down into turn 7. And I'm not sure he can. And look at this. It's a three-way fight for the lead. Alexander Reddy is caught up with Wakeman and White. Brealey's going straight through on Tom King. Well, we haven't seen much of the front of this race, but it's coming alive now. We've got a three-way fight for the lead and a three-way fight, 4, 5, 6-way fight for 4th place. Where to look? Let's concentrate on the front for a little bit. Wakeman under pressure from White and Reddy. I don't want to call that one. I thought this was in the bag for Wakeman, and White goes through inside of turn 4, late and hard. No penalty, it's fair. Darville trying to find a way past Tom King, inside of 5. Very well driven, giving each other room. That's hard, fair racing, that's all we ask. Luscombe still trying to find a way past Harry Neal. Big group now, look at this, battle for 4th place. It's looking like an 8-9 kart train. 10, it actually is 11 karts if you include Sam Luscombe. Nick Hoyle's fallen off the back of that group. Back on board with Darville, and he's missed his apex by a good distance there. Surely he must lose a position for that mistake. But he's managed to hold it into turn 2. Harry Neal down the inside of Daniel Healy. Into turn 4, can Dan do anything? No, he can't. He'll have to wait a few corners. You better be careful. Sam Luscombe's there, looking for a way by. Harry Neal moved half a kart width to the inside there, just to put off Dan Healy. Takes a look over his shoulder. Once again, Harry Neal's quick out of that corner. Luscombe goes through. Or can he hold him into the last corner? Side by side, give him room. Well, he's got the position. We're on to the final lap. Harrison Darville still trying to find a way past Tom King. Well, yes, I think you should wave him back through, Harrison. Well, I think that's what's called a token wave by. I think Tom King's given up on Ellough Park. And Lex Wakeman down in 3rd place. I'm sorry we can't show you. Camera footage ran out before that move by Alexander Reddy for 2nd. We're a few corners from the finish. Adam White now has Alexander Reddy on his bumper. 1 corner for Alexander, not close enough. It's going to be a win for Adam White. 2nd on the road for Alexander Reddy. However, Lex Wakeman finishes ahead of him on the result sheet due to a penalty for Alexander. Sean Brealey an excellent 4th position. Greg Aaron 5th. Harrison Darville finishing in 6th. Jack Richards, Harry Neal, Pietro Pagano and Daniel Healy rounds out the top 10.
The winner of the race, Adam White. Adam, I thought you were not going to win that one.
It was quite a tight race from the beginning. I struggled into turn 1. A lot of cars went wide, but just managed to keep to the inside and keep up with some places. So, as the race developed, it's quite a tough race chasing down the leader, and managed to overtake him and just hold on to the lead for the last few laps.
Now the question is that the first of many?
We hope so.
Well, well done.
Yeah,
Number 60, Adam White. Congratulations, Adam. Well done. Yeah, we're going to get a nice photo of the 3 of you.